Hi, Victor Isibo here. Today, look at my board. A lot of people use these two words interchangeably. Okay? In one statement, you say, my boyfriend is very rich, and he's a very wealthy guy. They use both words to describe the same person as if the two words mean exactly the same thing. But today, we're going to be analyzing. And at the end of this video, you will find out if you are rich or you are wealthy. Okay? So you're going to find out. All right? Now, and I'm going to be giving you very interesting twists based on my understanding of the two terminologies. And I'll also want to see your comment in the comment section below. If you are excited to watch this video, smash the subscribe button and give this video a like and share it with somebody so that they can learn. What is the hallmark of a rich person? The major characteristic of a rich person is high income. A rich person has high income. It could be a senior staff of an oil company, okay, who is on a high salary, top banking, top executive, okay, high income. It could be even an internet fraudster, which you guys call Yahoo boys, who makes money a lot. Maybe he has steady clients that is scamming, is making money, and is balling. Okay, high income is the first thing that is peculiar with rich people. Okay, why? While on the side of a wealthy person, you see high net worth. High net worth. All right. So while high income has to do with liquid cash, high net worth has to do with assets. All right. So a rich man has high income, a wealthy man has high net worth. That's the first one. The second one is a rich person spends money on depreciating assets. Okay? And a wealthy man spends on appreciating assets. You can say that the rich spends on liabilities while the wealthy spends on assets. Okay? So when the rich is flamboyant, spending on things that don't really have future appreciation, the wealthy, they think outside the box. They do their research. They don't spend their money anyhow. They are always very shrewd with their money. Okay? Now, number 3 is the rich work for money. Okay? The wealthy, money works for them. All right? Money works for the wealthy while the rich work for money. You can't be a salary earner and you come and tell me that you are wealthy. Nope. You have a boss that you work for, even though you're on a fat salary. Don't tell me you're wealthy. You're a rich man. Okay? You're not a wealthy man. Okay? You become wealthy when your money starts to work for you. You're not the one working for, you're not giving your time in exchange for money no more. You are wealthy when your money works for you. And now from the analogy that we have seen now, we see that the rich, their value is based on liquid cash. It's based on liquid cash. Something you can touch, money, cash, numbers. That's what the rich is all about. While wealthy people is less about the cash. It's more about what the money can do, the representations of money. The valuable representations of money is what makes you wealthy. We're talking gold. We're talking real estate. We're talking valuable assets. The rich is showing you cash, showing you his bank account balance, while the wealthy man is showing you assets and properties. Okay? So we can safely say from this comparison that we have made that all wealthy people are rich. All wealthy people are rich. But not all rich people are wealthy. Okay? All wealthy people are rich because there are levels to this. For you to become wealthy, you must first of all be rich. We have said it before that riches is all about acquisition of liquid cash. Okay? Acquisition of liquid cash. Then how you use that cash is what determines whether you will become wealthy. You cannot jump from poverty to wealth without first of all becoming rich. All right? So, in a scenario where two friends, okay, two friends, let's paint this scenario now. Two friends, let's say friend A, and this is a female, these are hair, okay, and that's why she's wearing this big skirt. Both of them made the sum of $100,000 from betting or from a lottery. Okay? Now, this guy goes to buy a Ferrari. Okay? He starts going on vacation in Maldives, traveling all over the world. You know, he starts womanizing and spending money on women because he's what? Rich. Both of them played the same game and made the same amount of money, $100,000. Why this lady decided to do what? Invest in real estate. She went and bought high value stocks, S&P 500s, in reliable companies, went into land banking, invested in gold ETFs, invested in high level stocks and bonds. All right? Both of them became rich by making $100,000 from lottery. Now, this lady who has gone into stocks, bonds, gold ETFs, S&P 500s, rates, land banking, she's on her way to becoming wealthy. Why this guy who bought a Ferrari, a liability, who is womanizing and going on vacation, he is on his way to poverty. Both of them are going somewhere. Okay? And now the reason why this guy is going back to poverty is because the money he made is a one-off lottery, a one-off. The money has come. He has to do something with it. It's either he migrates, he upgrades to wealth, or he downgrades to poverty. Because it's a one-off. Get the picture. It's a one-off, yeah? And that is why. So there are levels to this. Okay? There are levels to this. Now, at the bottom of the ladder is poverty. Now, as you go up higher, you attain riches. If you take it a notch higher, that is when you now get to wealth. So you cannot get to wealth from poverty without first of all reaching riches. People who inherit money, people who win the lotto, they go from poverty to riches. Since they are not smart enough to handle money, they go back down to poverty. in a very short period of time. Why? Because they made the money accidentally. They did not take practical steps to make the money. So they will find it hard to keep the money. So they go back down to poverty. All right. Now, that is for Lotto. For salary earners who are top executives working in big multinationals, they are able to stay rich for longer than somebody that just made money from lottery or who was given a lot of money or inherited money. Why? Because they have monthly salaries. They have what they call monthly salaries. So even if they spend all their salary every month, next month is coming, they will still get that salary. So they remain rich. They remain rich. If they don't use their sense to start investing their riches while they are still working, they would never attain wealth because they have that false sense of security of, oh, next month I'm going to get another one. Let me blow this one. That is how come you see a lot of people who are living in poverty. They had a better yesterday. They had a better yesterday. You see, ex-sportsmen. Haven't you seen ex-sportsmen who made a fortune in the sport declare bankruptcy? Iron Mike Tyson declared bankruptcy. At his age, he had to go and fight Jake Paul just because he needed money. He had bills to pay that he could not pay. He was not smart with his money. Ex-Super Eagles players who made a lot of money during their days, today they cannot account for the money. I know somebody who worked as a top senior staff in an oil company for 20 years. And when his severance package, what he got paid was over 100 million. That was less than a decade ago. Today, this guy is poor. Okay? So when you go from poverty, you climb that ladder to riches because you got a good job. Don't become complacent. Don't start thinking that you have arrived. You have not arrived anywhere. You see the distance between this place and this place, this distance, this place is very what? Is very slippery. Somebody cannot slip to the top. No, you slip down. Law of gravity. There is a very high gravitational force between this place, riches and poverty. Riches and poverty. There is a high level of strong gravitational force between the two. If you don't manage the riches well, boom, you're going back down. You see, when people are at this level, riches, they start thinking of buying the latest iPhone. They start thinking of buying the latest car. There's nothing wrong with their phone, but they want to be upgrading their iPhone as Apple is bringing out newer ones. That is the gravitational pull of poverty that is pulling them. All right? It is not interesting. They like to show off. Wear the most expensive clothes. There are some people that don't even like to wear one cloth twice. The gravitational force of poverty. Gravitational force of poverty is pulling them towards spending their monies on frivolities. When they become rich, their kitchen goes on holidays. They buy fast food. They eat out. They party every Friday. Okay? They flaunt their money to impress people. That is why people that are wealthy, you call them stingy. Warren Buffett has been living in the same house for several decades. People that are not as rich as Warren Buffett, they have mansions in every major city. A house that you live in, high cost maintenance houses. Not like you're doing real estate business, your personal house. Some people will even go and build a house in their village. They are not in the village, or they are in the city. They lock up that house. The cost of painting the house can pay the salary of a bank manager for a whole year. The cost of maintaining that house. A liability. Okay? So it is easier to fall down than to climb up, because climbing up takes effort. Falling down is a free fall. Just leave yourself, you land on the floor. The next level above riches is wealth. And to get there, it requires planning. It requires being smart with your money. It requires being shrewd. It requires you investing that money. It requires you having worked for money. It requires you recruiting that money to work for you. I pray that the gravitational force of poverty will not pull you down from riches. I hope you learned something from this video. If you did, give this video a like. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so before. My name is Victor Isibo. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, it's bye-bye.